You wake up, go to work, smile at people you don't like, post things you don't believe, come home exhausted from a life that isn't even yours. Here's the brutal truth. Most people aren't living, they're performing. And the scariest part? They don't even know it. You think you're making choices, but you're not. You're following a script written by everyone except you, your parents, your culture, your fear of being rejected. Today I'm going to show you 7 signs that prove you're living someone else's life. And if even one of these hits you in the chest, it's time to wake up. This isn't about self-help fluff. This is about survival. For the men watching this, you've been taught to be strong, successful, stoic. But what if that armor is suffocating the real you? What if your entire identity is a performance you can't turn off? For the women here, you know what it's like to shapeshift, to be what others need, to lose yourself in the roles you play. This is your permission to stop. Carl Jung said it best. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But here's the problem. You can't become who you are if you don't even know you're wearing a mask. Let's rip it off. Sign number 1. You're angry all the time, but you don't know why. Not explosive anger, not rage, just this low-grade irritation. Traffic pisses you off. Your coworker's voice grates on you. Small things feel unbearable. Here's what's really happening. Your unconscious is screaming at you. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a gardener, but instead of planting what you want, you're planting what everyone else tells you to plant. Roses because your mother loves them, vegetables because society says they're practical, hedges because your neighbors expect them. But deep down, you wanted wildflowers, chaos, beauty on your terms. Your anger isn't random, it's your soul rejecting the garden you've been forced to tend. Jung called this the shadow, the parts of you that you've buried because they weren't acceptable. Your aggression, your selfishness, your wild creativity. When you live a lie, your shadow doesn't disappear. It festers, and it leaks out as irritation, resentment, passive aggression. You snap at your partner for no reason. You hate your job but can't explain why. You feel trapped but don't know by what. That's sign 1. Your anger is a messenger, and it's telling you this life isn't yours. Sign number 2. You can't remember the last time you felt truly alive. Not happy, not comfortable, alive. When was the last time you did something that scared you, that made your heart race, that felt like you and not some watered-down version of you? Most people can't answer that, because they've traded aliveness for safety. Here's the thing. When you live someone else's script, you become a puppet. You go through the motions, wake up, work, eat, sleep, repeat. But here's the twist. You're not the puppet. You're the puppeteer who forgot you're holding the strings. You think you're making choices, but you're not. You're running on autopilot, following the path of least resistance, doing what's expected. And the cost? You stop feeling. You scroll through your phone for hours because real life feels flat. You binge Netflix because your own existence is boring. You need constant stimulation because without it, there's just emptiness. That emptiness, that's not depression. That's your soul telling you, this isn't it. Living a lie doesn't just make you unhappy. It makes you numb. And numbness is the most dangerous state of all. Because when you can't feel, you can't change. Sign number 3. You're obsessed with what other people think of you. Not just a little, obsessed. You craft your social media posts like a politician. You rehearse conversations in your head. You change your opinions based on who's in the room. Here's why. When you don't know who you are, you become whoever others need you to be. Carl Jung called this the persona, the mask you wear to fit in, the role you play to be accepted. But here's the trap. The more you perform, the more you forget it's a performance. The mask fuses to your face, and eventually, you can't take it off. Think of it like living in a house made of mirrors. Every wall reflects back what others expect. You see their version of you so often, you start to believe it's real. But it's not. It's a projection, a hologram, a lie. And the worst part, you start to police yourself. You don't need external judgment anymore. You've internalized it. You've become your own prison guard. You stop saying what you really think. You stop wanting what you really want. You stop being who you really are, because deep down, you're terrified. Terrified that if people see the real you, they'll reject you. But here's the brutal truth. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the mask, and you're defending a lie. Sign number 4. Your life looks perfect on paper, but it feels empty inside. Good job, nice house, stable relationship, all the boxes checked, but you feel nothing. This is the most insidious sign, because everyone around you thinks you've made it. Your parents are proud, your friends are jealous, society nods in approval, but you're dying inside. Here's what's happening. You've built a life based on external validation. You chased the things you were supposed to want, not the things you actually wanted. You became the lawyer because your father wanted it. You married the safe person because society said you should. You bought the house because that's what success looks like. But none of it is yours. It's a monument to other people's expectations. And the tragedy, you can't even admit it, because admitting it means admitting you wasted years, decades, maybe your entire life. So you double down. You convince yourself you're happy. You post the perfect photos. You tell everyone you're grateful. But late at night when no one's watching, you feel it. That quiet desperation, that gnawing sense that you've betrayed yourself. Carl Jung said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." And he was right, because accepting yourself means facing the fact that you've been living a lie. And that's a hell of a pill to swallow. Sign number 5. You can't stand being alone with yourself. You need noise, distractions, people, anything to avoid silence, because silence is where the truth lives. When you're alone, the mask comes off, the performance ends, and you're left with the raw, unfiltered version of yourself. And if you've been living a lie, that version terrifies you. So you fill every moment. You overwork, you overschedule, you scroll endlessly, you drink, you binge, you do anything to avoid the one person you can't escape. Here's the thing, your unconscious knows the truth. It always has. And when you're alone, it whispers. It whispers about the dreams you abandoned, the person you could have been, the life you traded for safety, and you can't handle it, so you run. But here's what most people don't realize. Running from yourself is the loneliest thing you can do. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone, because the person you need most, the real you, is locked away, buried, silenced. And until you face that person, you'll never feel whole. Sign number 6. You're waiting for permission to live your life. Permission to quit the job you hate. Permission to end the relationship that's killing you. Permission to pursue the thing you actually want. But here's the truth. No one's going to give it to you. Because the people around you benefit from your lie. Your parents want you to stay safe. Your partner wants you to stay predictable. Your boss wants you to stay compliant. They don't want you to change. Change is threatening. Change disrupts the system. So you wait. You wait for the right time. You wait for a sign. You wait for someone to tell you it's okay. But that moment never comes. And meanwhile, your life is passing, day by day, year by year. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. You think you're stuck, but you're not. You're choosing to stay stuck, because staying stuck is easier than facing the truth that you're the only one who can free yourself, and that's terrifying. Sign number 7. You feel like you're watching your own life happen, like you're a spectator, an observer, not the main character. Psychologists call this dissociation, but it's more than that. It's your soul's last-ditch effort to protect you from the pain of living a lie. When the gap between who you are and who you're pretending to be gets too wide, your mind checks out. It has to, because staying present would be unbearable. So you float through life. You go through the motions. You exist, but you don't live. And the worst part, you've been doing it for so long, you don't even notice anymore. This is the final stage, the point of no return, where the lie becomes so complete, you forget there was ever a truth. But here's the thing. You're watching this video, which means some part of you still knows. Some part of you is still fighting, still searching, still hoping there's a way back. And there is. Here's what no one tells you about living a lie. It's not your fault. You didn't choose this. You were conditioned, shaped, molded by forces you couldn't control. But here's the part that is your responsibility. What you do now, because now you know. You can't unsee this. You can't go back to sleep. The real question is, are you brave enough to face the truth? Jung said, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. And he was right. Waking up hurts. Shedding the mask hurts. Admitting you've been living a lie hurts. But you know what hurts more? Spending the rest of your life as a stranger to yourself. The path forward isn't easy. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. It's terrifying. But it's yours, and that makes all the difference. So here's my challenge to you. Stop performing. Stop pretending. Stop waiting for permission. Start asking the hard questions. Who am I beneath the mask? What do I actually want? What would I do if no one was watching? The answers are already inside you. They've been there all along. You just have to be brave enough to listen. The truth will set you free. But first, it's going to piss you off. Now go find it.
If this content is making sense to you, click the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support.